I want to reiterate a red flag that I see in men that should be looked out in men that just gives me the ick. It should give you the ick too. And not all men do it, but the men who do, they're loud with it. They're loud and proud with it. And when I see it, I just automatically see them as slow. Like there's no going back. I truly feel like there's something cognitively wrong with them. And it's policing and controlling random women who are harmed to none. The dudes who have on your dating profiles, I don't like a woman with tattoos. I think women with tattoos are do. I don't like a woman who does this. I think women should do this. Women need to. Women need to. There are guys on the first date that feel called to share all the things that they dislike about women, thinking that's gonna turn us on. That may turn on a pick me woman who's like, ooh, pick me, choose me. I'm not this, I'm not that. But a great woman isn't gonna want to hear you bashing other women. It's tacky. It's not a good talking point, and it seems to be the only talking point for a lot of men, which is a huge red flag. Instead of discussing all of the negative traits in a woman, what you don't want, all the crazy experiences that your friend's cousin's nephew had with this one woman that took advantage of him. It's more productive to identify the traits of the type of woman you don't want and just avoid them. Leave them alone. Not every woman is living for the male gaze. Some of us are living for the female gaze. Some of us don't care to be gazed at all. Some of us just want to live, laugh, love, and make ourselves happy. And we get on this internet, and for some reason, there's a ton of men who feel called to share all these things women shouldn't be doing because it doesn't align to the male gaze, as if that's our only purpose. And I feel like this highlights to these men, it is our only purpose, which is extremely concerning and a harmful way of thinking towards humans who have so many other purposes. I feel like this red flag highlights the men that don't see women as humans, and a lot of them unfortunately don't. They literally don't have the capacity to see us having any other purpose but the male gaze, but to want to be a wife, but to want to be a girlfriend, but to want to have babies, to stay pure and innocent, for them to have first dibs to damage us, to want to serve them and make them happy, to let them lead, to not question, to not have a different opinion, to just blindly follow them into Dante's Inferno.
So this man says, ladies, on behalf of all men, this is what we want, not those long nails. Is it too difficult? Now, looking at old girls' nails, I'm not going to hold you. They do look nice. They do look good. But here is my real question. Why, in all honesty, is this a thing? I've never understood why I see so many men come on this app, or they'll come on Twitter or Instagram or wherever, and they'll just bitch, moan, and complain about the way a woman looks. They don't like the nails. They don't like the makeup. They don't like the hair. And honestly, if you don't like that, that's your prerogative. That's fine. But what's confusing about it for me is that there are so many women who fit the criteria that you're looking for. Like, it's so common to find girls who don't wear makeup, girls who don't wear the long nails, girls who don't do the lashes, girls who don't wear the wigs, the weaves. It's so common to see women like that nowadays. I'm wondering as to why are you not bothering those women and you're bothering the women that don't look like that? When I see shit like this, it tells me one or two things is happening. Either number one, you really don't actually want a girl that is very simple. You don't want a girl that doesn't have the nails. You don't want a girl that has the lashes. You don't want that. You just want to control the girls that do all that, which that's gross. Or number two, and I think this is the real one, you're simply just mad because the girls who do wear the lashes and the nails and all this stuff want men who are not you. They want men that are on their level, and you probably just don't compete. So this is probably coming from a place of just super duper insecurity. It really is. Because to go online and make posts like this, especially when you could literally walk outside and meet 5 to 10 different girls automatically who literally fit the criteria that you're looking for, is just unhinged. Honestly, the best part of this post, honestly, was the replies, especially old girl's reply. Show your nail tech. Why are you telling us?
It is in male nature to control and conquer. And I feel like it takes a certain level of intellect. It takes a certain balance of feminine energy for it to not be dangerous and extremely toxic, extremely destructive. And we need to talk about this more because some damage cannot be undone. And that in return damages society. It damages us as a collective. I personally think that it is crazy that some people demonize women for not wanting to live for the male gaze, for not wanting to be mothers, for not wanting to marry, for thinking highly of themselves and having high standards and boundaries to keep them from low quality people and experiences. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a big part of it stems from religion. Man-made religion that literally teaches little girls that their purpose is to serve men, that they were made from a man's rib, when nature and science shows the exact opposite. Man-made religions that teaches little boys that they're entitled to a woman, that their insidious behaviors can be blamed on the devil and forgiven so they can do it again and again and again and not be fully held accountable for their damaging, toxic, horrific, demonic actions. Whenever you see a man that is hell-bent on trying to control the way a woman dresses, the way a woman is, what women do, that is a huge red flag. No one should get a kick out of controlling another person's life and body. Something I've noticed is people who are hell-bent on controlling other people tend to have no control of themselves or their own life. So they take those efforts that they're supposed to be putting into themselves onto other people because it's easier to nitpick other people. It's easier to try to control other people than to try to control yourself and to master oneself. It is in a man's nature to control and conquer. And I see some arguments saying that all men are of this toxic extreme of controlling and conquering, but I do see some men who have the balance of their feminine energy that tames that masculine energy that's extremely destructive. Unfortunately, a lot of guys don't. So keep an eye out for this red flag, ladies. Run the other direction if you know what's good for you. Share in the comments an experience you've had with this type of man. I'm sure we've all had this experience when a guy goes out of his way to tell us how we should be living our life, how we should be dressing as if we asked. And also look out for women who do this because some women be doing this too. Anyone can have an unbalanced masculine energy that's extremely controlling, toxic, and destructive. Let me know in the comments your experiences and I will see you in the next video.